And if you play the heat up and down, sometimes you can see the silver solder sink. There you go. See it sink a little bit? And then I add a little bit more and come around, do the same thing again. Hi, I'm Paul Brodie. We're in the shop. Man behind the cameras is Mitch. Thank you. And we got lots going on, so I'll give you an update on what's new. Well, I didn't sleep very well last night. I woke up a little after 2, and then I went back to bed and could not sleep. My brain was going around. What was I thinking about? The WOZNOT, the Gold Star, the Tiger Cub, and my shop. So here I am, another video. We're going to work on the WOZNOT today, and there's a lot going on. I built the wheels, and they turned out nice. Thank you, Mark Owen, for the hubs. These are XT hubs from way back when. I think he had them in a box for years. And so he offered them to me, and I said, thank you very much. I wanted to use the same rims which the original WOZNOT had. So I went on eBay, and at first I couldn't find them. And then a few months later, I looked again, and they popped right up. So they're Wolbers 8020, made in France. I got them out of Poland. And with the cost of the rims and the shipping and the duty, they're $400. But I'm happy because I got exactly what I wanted. And the tires are Panaracer Smokes. Kevlar bead, they're brand new. Got them at a local swap meet here. So these are error correct as well. We're going to do some silver soldering today. We're going to do some brazing. This is the fork. This is the steer tube. This is the crown race. Can you see how it's a little heavier wall here than up in the top here? That's how these are made. It's got an internal butt right around here to make it stronger. So I'm going to silver solder this on. There's a little bit of a gap there. I used a center punch and punched a few little spots, and then this is a little bit of a press fit now. I've been working on the stem. It's coming along quite nicely. So I've got the internal cable routing installed. It needs to be nickel silvered. This is the pinch lug. So it can go almost anywhere. And I like to have it back as far as I can, but there's a problem with that. So what I've done is to mark the center here, and I want to show you why I marked it like that, okay? We have to walk over to the mill. I got this all set up. I got a slotting saw, and this gets held in the vise like that. And this is why, can you see how the line is right on the side where the saw is going to go? See this? If I move it up anymore, it's not going to work. I guess I could put this, if I put this down, no. If I raise this up a little bit like that, then I can go in a little bit more, but it's okay where it is. So we're going to put it just like that. So it's not just anywhere. There's a reason why I place it where I do. So we're going to do some brazing, silver soldering. So let's get the torches fired up. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, got to do some heating here. Get this up to temperature. I've got a 0 tip, sort of a medium flame. It's not super thin, so I don't have to cut the flame way down. But I want the silver solder to go through mostly, so we'll see what I'm up to here. Get the cone in there. There we go. See that? Flowing nicely. And if you play the heat up and down, sometimes you can see the silver solder sink. There you go. See it sink a little bit? And then I add a little bit more and come around, do the same thing again. So we get it on and we let it flow through. Hopefully this crown lace will not come off. Get some heat. See if you can see it sink right at the, there you go, see it sink? That's when you add a little bit more. So you're watching for that to go down. We've done a 360. And you see how I add it? This actually went really well. I cleaned it well, got good flux on there. Okay, so let's, okay, I can still hold it. Oh, look at that. Look, you can see silver solder all around. So it went right through. Perfect. Okay, next job. Oh yeah, right like that. Ooh, I got flux on me. This is the fixture that I made a long time ago, and it's, I don't know, you can say it's a little bit Mickey Mouse, but it works. This has to be held onto the quill, and then this is what goes onto the pinch lug and sets it at the right angle. So I'm just in the process of setting this up, and it's a little bit tricky, and the vise is in the way right now, so let's see if I can get it out here like that. Making stems is not the easiest job, but someone's got to do it. So you see how that works? I've got leather, I've got masking tape here, and that's what gives a little bit of a pinch to this. So that line I did, it's right on top. And I got the pinch lug sitting on there. And then this goes on there. This little Allen key there, see how that spreads apart? That pinches as well to hold it. And then that sits like that. That's how I figured it out. So I got to get my vernier now and check that it's right in the middle. Okay, that's good. I'm calling that good. It might be out 5 thou, I don't know. All right, so this is nickel silver. I'm going to need a hotter flame. And then we change the angle, and I do those guys. So I'll get some heat into this. So I tack it at the front. If I tack it on the side, it could move. So I don't want to do that. I want to tack it on the front, on the back, and then I go around the side. That's my method. And then after this, I got some other things I'm going to show you. I got seat stays, I got the dropouts. The chain stays, they're round and tapered, unbent, they're hard to find, so I found some in California. There's a story there. When they arrive in the mail, I'll tell you the story how I got them. I had to call a friend. Can you guess who? Okay, so this is the tack, first tack. Okay, now we'll put a tack on the back. Oh, that went well. And I'll go back over it to smooth it. See that pinch lug? It really takes up a lot of heat. There we go. Okay, just make it smooth. You don't want to give the painter any extra work. We got a swap meet locally in May, and my plan is to have both bikes all done on display at the swap meet. Maybe I'm a dreamer, I don't know, but it's good to have a goal like that. Okay, we've gone all around and everything is smooth. Okay, so I'm going to take all this off, and then we're going to do this and then that. I have to angle it for where the cable goes in. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I have to, this has to be vertical like that. So I need to hold this at an angle. So I need a moment to set that up. Oh, there we go, like that. Okay, preheat. That's where the cable is going to go. It's a clear shot. And the tube right there is a hydraulic tube, if you're wondering, 035 wall. And it's nice, it's very nice tubing. After you bend it, it work hardens, and then it's hard to bend anymore. So it's good to get the bend right the first time. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Okay, there's the tack. The hard part is down the very back because it's such a shallow angle. And I think that's pretty smooth. Because if you have to file this, it's really hard to file nickel silver because the file just wants to skate over top. That looks good. All right, I went upstairs in my stash. I found some Tanguay seat stays from years ago. I think they're 0.7 millimeters. They got a single taper. They're nice to work with. That's good. Here's the dropouts I have. I got them off eBay. We used to use the ones that had the single dropout. And the dropouts always get modified so that the stay fits on. And what we do here is to go to the hacksaw and we want to angle a dropout. And I'll tell you why. There we go. That's my hacksaw line. And it can be filed smooth. So what we're doing is angling the dropout. And this one gets cut like that. And it's the same for the other side, but I'll tell you why. Is because when it's like that, when this is horizontal basically, can you see how the rear derailleur is behind where the axle is? When you rotate it, it brings the rear derailleur more underneath where the axle is, and you get more wrap on the freewheel. So it's better that way. Let's go over to the hacksaw. I'll just make a couple cuts so you get to see the shape better. That's what it looks like when it gets modified. And so this angle there, that has to match the angle of the stay. So you don't use this part to align it with the chainstay. That's wherever it goes. This is the crucial part, getting the stay on top there. And you see how there's a little bit of a notch right there? That's where the stay goes up to. And this side is bent down. It gets fillet brazed. You'll see that in a couple of episodes. All right, I got a cutter here. I think we're going to go for maybe 250 RPM. Let's try that. Okay. I got a wobbly cutter, but it's okay. And we have a slot. It just needs a little bit of deburring, and then we're good. Let's go back to the bench and we'll finish up. See this tube? It's too long, so we're going to cut it off. I use my little hacksaw. This works really well on small tubes and also thin wall. It doesn't jump around as much. Very handy little hacksaw. I'm listening to when it almost cuts through, because I don't want to gouge. There we go. Make it flat. A little take off the burrs. There we go. Then from the middle, I've got a countersink, and it just takes out the burr. So there we go. Internal cable routing is complete. Might have to do a little bit of sanding around there after bead blasting, but that's okay. Thank you very much for watching. We appreciate it. Mitch and I like coffees. If you buy us coffees, that helps a lot. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends. See you next time.